We booked a crazy Royal Caribbean mega suite, but today we're testing 5 major cruise lines to see if upgrading is actually a massive rip-off. We're comparing the exclusive food, the perks, and the hidden catches of all 5, so you'll know exactly which cruise line actually treats you like royalty. But there is one wildly popular cruise line on this list that completely shocked us.
Quick heads up, this video is brought to you by Squarespace.
Well, ahoy there cruisers, and welcome back on board the beautiful Royal Caribbean Ovation of the Seas for this 3-night quick cruise out of Singapore and back. Right, we're in our suite. Wait until you see it. It's probably the nicest Royal Caribbean suite we've ever stayed in, and it was a bargain, so we'll let you know that price later on. But first of all, let's head to Coastal Kitchen. That's the suite-only restaurant for some breakfast, because we're hungry and we've got a big day ahead. Let's go.
Good morning everyone, hope you're all doing very well. This morning we have came to Coastal Kitchen, which is the suite-only restaurant, for breakfast to see what it's like in the morning.
Yeah, I really like this Coastal Kitchen compared to the Coastal Kitchen on some of the other cruise ships. It actually has sea views, which is very lovely indeed. So it's got big panoramic windows all the way down one side, which is really nice. It's actually located right next door to the buffet as well. So if you want to go and get a buffet treat afterwards, you can do as well. Anyway, first up we had some coffee, which is very good, and a bread basket. So a pastry basket came over, donuts, muffins, got myself a little carrot muffin, which is very nice. But first up, we've got some granola. So granola with fruit yogurt. Let's have a little try, shall we? That granola's lovely. It's like got honey and little fruit bits in it with a fruit yogurt. Very good, a nice start to the day.
Yeah, I really like this restaurant. I just love having sea views, especially for breakfast. Now I went for the fruit plate. Nice little selection of fruit there. A little bit boring, I know guys, but I'm trying to not eat as much because this has been a long trip and just ate a lot of food. Delicious, tangy, flavourful, sliced very well. Am I going up at the top now for a fruit plate then?
Yeah, it's just fruit, David, isn't it? Ooh, look at this. I went for something kind of cool. I went for a chorizo and egg flatbread. So it's like a pizza for breakfast, and I am here for it. It looks very good indeed. Oh, it's super hot. It's cooked fresh to order as well, so it takes about 10 minutes, we were told. But I'm happy with that. I like fresh food, so that's fabulous. I'm gonna get a bit of everything on there. That is absolutely delicious, and it's really hot, because like I said, it's just been freshly baked with the eggs on there as well. A perfect little breakfast. I love a breakfast pizza. Fabulous.
And I went for the spinach and feta frittata. Frittata. Such a fun word to say, isn't it? Frittata. Again, it feels like it's boiling hot and made fresh as well. Spinach and eggs, Ben. Gives me muscles. Get ready for the day. The cheese on there is tangy. The eggs are deliciously cooked. Very light as well. Really good breakfast. Very yummy indeed. I do need to salt my eggs though. It is a personal taste thing. There's 2 things that I have to salt. Eggs and tomatoes.
Guys, you might remember that we won the Behind the Waves tour. Now, this is the behind-the-scenes tour, that Royal Caribbean offer. We bidded for that because all of the money went to Make-A-Wish Foundation for kids who are sick, who get to go on some amazing sort of things like cruises and Disneyland and Disney World and all that sort of stuff, and we thought we would bid. So we took the tour this morning, straight after breakfast. It was really good. Now, we couldn't really take any video apart from one little exception in the galley, so here's some photos, but we started off in the main theatre and it was fabulous. The dance captain showed us around all of the front end of the stage, plus the backstage areas, including the costuming and stuff. It was very good indeed. Straight after that, we headed up to the bridge, and I think it's the first time we've ever been on a bridge on a Royal Caribbean ship, and it was fabulous. It's full of high-tech stuff, some great views all around the windows as well, but it was lovely to get a little sneak peek into one of the most technologically advanced ships in the world. It was fabulous. After that, we headed right down to deck 0, where we took a look at the laundry. Oh my gosh, that area was so cool. They even had a robot that does lots of the laundry. It was actually broken. They were fixing it as we were there, but to see all of the big washing machines and things was quite cool. I think he said they do 8,000 pieces of laundry every single day, which is completely bonkers to me. How crazy is that? And then we got to walk through the I-95. Now, this is the biggest corridor on board the ship, and it's just for the crew to get from the front to the back of the ship in all of the different areas as quickly as possible. And then we did a first. We actually went to the engine control room, which was awesome. So we learned about how all of the engines worked, how the ASI pods worked, how the stabilizers worked and got a sneak peek at all of the instrumentation, which was really good. We've never actually been to an engine room before, so that was really cool. Now, Royal Caribbean were actually really security heavy, so we had to go through security before we went in the bridge and in the engine room, which we really appreciate. We've never had to do that on any other cruise line, but the more security, the better in my opinion. But yeah, that control room was awesome. After that, we went to the waste disposal unit, where everything gets crushed and broken up or incinerated, which was pretty cool to see as well. Then straight after that, we headed through to all of the provisions. So as you can see, most of the fish and the meats are all frozen. There was lots of vegetables and fruit and all of the provisional rooms and fridges and stuff like that. It was really cool to see all of the different things. But one of my favorite parts of the tour was the final part, where we got to go into the galley, which was crazy because it was during the brunch service on board. So it was so busy in there, making all of the different types of food, all of the stations. That place is massive, and they're working so hard in there to make sure all the food comes out nice. Everything is weighed, which is nuts. Most things are freshly baked on board. The final part we went to was the station where they make cookies and all of the desserts and stuff. My God, it smelt so good in there. We saw all of the cookies being made and all of the little bread buns being made. This is where we got to film a little bit of video as well. They let us film how they make the bread rolls and put it into a machine, and it kind of comes out all perfect, which is crazy. So we saw all of the ovens, the dessert stations, the savoury stations. It was such a good tour. It lasted about 2.5 hours. Our guide was the guy from Shore Excursions. He was one of the guides. Really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We got to ask loads of questions. If you get the chance to do it, but it can be quite expensive. I think it's like $130, $140 normally, which is what we basically paid for the donation. So it was well worth it. We got to do something fun and give to a good cause as well. Anyway, I think we're going to go and head up for some lunch now. Yeah, so that tour was really good, and I'm glad that we could give something to charity as well. So it was kind of a win-win for us, it really was. It was very cool to see all of those different areas. Anyway, that lasted like 2.5 hours, so now it's actually lunchtime, and we're back in the Coastal Kitchen, where we're just taking a look at the menu. Now, the menu does change every day, which is good, because on some cruise lines, like Norwegian Haven, it stays the same every day, but this is a different menu every single day, which is really good. We've got a bread course as well, so a big selection of breads and some lovely dips. And yeah, we're going to get eating and pick our lunch. Very excited for some lunch. Honestly, guys, you know what it's like on a cruise. You do nothing but eat the entire time. It's like breakfast to lunch to dinner with a few little things spread in between. But that's what it's all about. I do wish that they would stop giving us so much Blum bread though, guys. My favourite on Royal Caribbean, which we actually just saw being baked, which was very cool indeed. So it's all baked fresh. It's this one with the cheese on top. It's absolutely delicious. It is so good. It's actually still warm. It's probably the bread we literally just saw being made downstairs, which is nuts. They are down there like 24 hours a day baking all of this stuff for us. So now we know where it comes from. It's very cool indeed to see it. And it is so hot in those galleys as well. So I feel bad for the crew who have to work all of those long hours in there, but they all seemed really happy, all really friendly, saying hi and stuff. So yeah, it's really nice to get like an insight into behind the scenes and how crazy these cruise ships really are. Like, they're literally floating cities, aren't they? They are small cities with 6,000 people on board, 4,000 passengers, 1,500 crew on board this ship. So crazy, innit? Cheers. Oh.
The problem is, Ben, it goes from bread rolls to belly rolls because we eat so much bread. If the boat-shaped basket of bread was not enough for me, I also ordered a flatbread. It's like a fancier pizza, isn't it? I went for the margarita flatbread. Some delicious cheese and tomatoes on there.
If it's anything like my breakfast, it's going to be really good, David.
It is really good. Really simple and exactly what you expect it to taste like. A delicious cheese and tomato flatbread. Yummy.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace, and we've used it for over half a decade now, which is kind of wild to think about. We run our entire website whilst travelling, usually from a cruise ship. Squarespace is perfect for that because everything is built in. No patching things together, no tech headaches. One thing we love is how easy it is to update the site. New video, new blog post, a tweak to a page, we can do it quickly, even on questionable ship Wi-Fi. Their design tools are also a lifesaver. You can start with Blueprint AI or a template, then customize it so it actually feels like you. And we also use Squarespace email campaigns to stay connected with our audience. New videos, updates, announcements, all from the same platform. So if you're a creator, traveler, or someone who just wants their idea to look legit online, this is such a solid place to start.
Go to squarespace.com for a free 14-day trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Ben and David to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Oh, I went for the tomato soup, and it comes with like croque monsieurs, which you can dip into your soup, which is lovely. So like little cheese toasties, which is fabulous. Now, fun fact we learned from the head chef today is that they season the food less on these Asian cruises, unless they're asked to season more by the passenger. So it's a little bit of fun fact, isn't it? So that's why we might have to add a little bit more salt to stuff, just because people's tastes are different all over the world. Right, let's go try. Oh, slap me with some Parmesan and call me Italian. That is absolutely delicious. The soup's really good and hot, very creamy and lovely. And that croque monsieur, oh, it's got ham in there as well, is very, very good indeed. That's lovely. But again, David, how much bread are we eating?
Oh my gosh, I know. I keep saying it every single day. Today I'm quitting bread.
It's so hard. Honestly, as soon as we get home, I am going on a gigantic diet because I have been a right pig this cruise, guys. I've just ate everything in sight. So when David can't finish something, he takes a bite out of it and puts it on my plate to make it look like he's not wasting food because he feels guilty. So I've got a little flatbread on my plate with his bite marks on around the side. I'm like, David, just leave it or eat it. Bless him. But yeah, we don't like food waste. We try and order everything that we're going to eat so we don't leave anything, because there really is nothing worse than waste, is there? But yeah, that's funny. He always does that to me. So I look down and I've got pieces of his food on my plate all of the time. This looks absolutely lovely. I went for the chicken breast with some vegetables and tomatoes on the side. So it's like a oven roasted chicken breast. I'm going to crack in there. I didn't want anything too big, so this looks perfect, really. And to be fair, apart from that croque monsieur and all of the bread, it's quite healthy. I mean, who am I kidding myself? It's not that healthy, is it?
And the desserts we've ordered.
Yeah, so the food tends to be a little bit more elevated than the main dining room. I wouldn't say it as much as like the MSC Yacht Club or the Retreat on Celebrity, so the Lumiere restaurant. It's not quite as good as that, but it's pretty good. It is better than the main dining room. Now, you just need a little bit of salt because of that under-seasoning that they told us about. Makes a lot of sense now, but very good dish. Very nice and hot as well, which we do really, really appreciate. And I love it when our food comes hot. And everything so far from Coastal Kitchen has done. Come on, like the chefs in the kitchen, David.
But I always say I'd rather be able to add my own seasoning, because there's nothing worse, is it? I think under-seasoning's fine because you can add seasoning, but you can't really take it away, can you?
Totally agree.
So I went for the shrimp salad, and it comes with some cranberries, some goat cheese on there, and some nuts as well. Again, I wanted something a little bit light, and this one comes on a bed of spinach. And I'm just trying to get it all on my fork. It keeps falling off. Okay, I'm just going to go in for it. I love the little pops of cranberry in there because they're very sweet and delicious. The cheese is quite salty as well, which really balances the whole thing out. It's really nice. But I've only just realised for breakfast, I basically had almost the same thing, but in frittata form. I had the spinach and cheese frittata this morning, but a nice light option for lunch. Oh, and the nuts are candied as well. Very tasty.
Oh, I like my nuts candy, David.
Sweet and crispy.
Sweet and salty. My dessert looks like the Sydney Opera House. It really does. I went for the key lime pie. It looks very nice indeed. Weirdly, I saw them making this in the main galley, so I think this is an offer in the main dining room as well. Let's have a little try. I've got a bit of everything on my spoon. It's quite a big spoon actually, and quite a big piece of cake. We'll jiggle my coconuts and call me tropical, because that is the key to a good dessert, if you get what I mean. That's really good. The meringue's really good and smooth. It's not gritty. There's like a caramel sauce at the bottom. The base is like a graham or graham cracker crust. Very, very nice, and it's super tangy and delicious as well, and very light. That is delightful. Very good indeed.
So mine said it was the royal chocolate cake, but it looks more like a little chocolate dome. Should we see what?
Bomb.
A chocolate bomb. Should we see what's inside? Oh, so it's like a mousse on the inside. I mean, I'm not complaining. It looks delicious. Let's try it, shall we? Smooth, creamy, very dark chocolatey. Almost tastes like a velvety chocolate, and it's not gelatinous at all, which is very, very nice. We've noticed the desserts on this sailing have been a lot better than the desserts on some of the European and North American sailings. We wonder it's because they're using different ingredients. So we've found like none of the desserts have been gelatinous at all, and we do wonder if that's because they don't use it as much on this side of the world, but it's been very good. We've been enjoying it. Oh my gosh, I am so stuffed. I ate far too many bread rolls. Anyway, let's show you around the cabin. I think it's a good time to do that now. So we're gonna jump back in time and go to day one. Insert funky transition here. Ooh. Well, welcome to our cabin here on Ovation of the Seas. Wow, my first impression was, where's the bed? As soon as I walked in, I was not expecting this size of cabin. I'm actually pretty shocked, to be honest, guys, because we've done a few sort of suites on Royal, and sometimes they're called cabin suites, but they're not really worth the name. But this cabin itself is, on the first impression, very impressive. Should we show you around? Okay, now, the first thing you notice, you have a whole dining area and a massive dining table with some random bowls in here.
Well, you know we like food-shaped bowls, so ornamental bowls are another thing. But David, it is just ridiculously opulent in here, isn't it?
Yes, you sounded like Moira Rose there.
Opulent, David.
Opulent.
Opulent.
I mean, the opulence is real. I'm not gonna, I'm not fancy. I'll eat anything out of anything.
Oh, that looks a bit sad, doesn't it, Bless?
It does. It does look a little bit sad. We do say on Royal, their hard product suite, the cabins are really nice and big, as you're gonna see. But sometimes they are let down with the little extras, like the little extra sprinkles.
Well, compared to other cruise lines, we mean, really.
Yes, you can kind of comparing this to other cruise lines. Celebrity, MSC, Norwegian's Haven, things like that. We get one bottle of water, so be sparing with this. This is the only bottle of water we get as part of being in this cabin. We did get extra waters because we're a part of the Crown and Anchor Society as well. You get a coffee machine, Ben.
Amazing. Oh, and a kettle as well, David. Treat yourself.
And a kettle. Yep, you've got all the teas. I always say, you know it's a fancy room when you get a little tiny, teeny teacup, little tiny espresso cup, so you know it's quite fancy. We also got an award as well. That's amazing. They give you an award on here just for staying in this cabin. How fantastic is that?
I mean, what is that, David? It looks a bit... oh, is he diving or is he doing something with the bowl?
I don't know what he's doing, but he's going to sit proudly in my bathroom as an award to life. Unfortunately, he's extremely heavy and we cannot carry any more luggage. We're already a travelling circus. Yeah, so in here you also have a fridge. Now, we did put some drinks in there. We put the waters that we got as part of being Crown and Anchor and 2 Sprites that we got from a bar, so they don't fill it for you. Also get an ice bucket. We're gonna have to ask for that to be refilled as well because it's not full. And tons of drawers.
Oh, hello. It's
hello.
The phone. Do you like my hat? My double hattage that I've got going on. Anyway, that was just the concierge, just checking if everything's okay. Because like we'll probably mention in this episode, you do get a concierge in the suite lounge that we're going to show you in a little while. And we had a little sneak peek and it is quite nice. But yeah, a table for 4 here as well, which is nice. And just to the right of me, we've got some more ornaments. Look, oh, David, what's this?
Maybe you throw the balls through the hole.
Oh my God, yeah, look at that. I wonder if they actually fit. Nope, they don't fit. That's not good. But yeah, it looks like some sort of game, but it's very nice. You've obviously got the phone that just rang there. Lovely furniture, really nice things and stuff as well. What are these called? Lamps, very nice lamps. It looks all good to me.
Ben, if it gets very rocky on this cruise,
Are they going
to go start rolling everywhere?
Oh yeah, I don't know if that's like the best idea on a cruise, because if it does, it will start going up and down.
I mean, thankfully, these type of ships, you can barely feel them move, can't you?
No, you can't, because this is a very big ship, and we do love this type of ship, the Ovation of the Seas. Make sure you watch last week's episode as well, where we go into a little bit more detail. But to my left, we've got a little bathroom, which is very nice indeed. So it's kind of like a guest bathroom, so all you have in there is a sink and a toilet, and you've got some marlin and goats products, which we've seen in some hotels before, and if my memory recalls, it's very nice indeed. All around the cabin, the light switches are a bit funky. They're a little bit strange. Now, I'm quite in with the tech. I'm down with the kids, guys. I think the different modes of like brightness and stuff, but there's loads of buttons, and I
can see what's going to happen. It's going to come to tonight, and we're going to have the dance of the flashing lights, where you can't figure out how to turn them all off.
I don't quite know how that works, but hey, what's wrong with just normal buttons, people?
Oh my gosh, how old do we sound now?
Oh my God, gigantic wardrobe. That is fabulous. You've got a lovely big mirror on either side to get ready, so you can, hi guys,
Oh my God, that is huge.
It's nice, isn't it? Lots of hangers. You've got 2 robes, 2 pairs of slippers, but yeah, that is ample space there. That is massive. And then again, moving forward, loads of big cupboards. Now around the cabin, you've got plenty of outlets. There's some hidden behind there, some hidden behind the coffee machine, European and North American. So make sure you bring adapters for that. We recommend that for every cruise. Just bring a few different adapters for all of the different ships. Loads of storage under here. Oh, a hairdryer. That looks like it's from 1927, but that's fine. Just at least it blows. I'll be happy. And then David, we've got the other side of the room. Now, David, I have to say, that couch, settee, sofa, whatever you want to call it, looks absolutely wonderful.
It does. It's very large indeed.
That's what she said.
It even has an extra long bit of a chaiselongicles bit at the end. So, oh my gosh, like you could sit one side and I could sit the other and we were not even going to be able to touch each other. That's crazy.
That's a weird thing to say.
Do you know? I didn't mean. I just mean like
this is a family-friendly channel.
You've got loads of space, so like you could lay that way and I could lay this way, or something like that. This feels like a proper sitting room. It doesn't feel like a cruise ship cabin at all. This one actually feels like just a regular room. We have. Honestly, I've never seen so much literature. I think I had less paperwork when we bought our house because this is crazy. Look at all this paperwork, guys. Basically telling you exactly what's included. Now, I'm not going to complain about that. We've said this a few times. Few cruise lines don't tell you exactly what is in and isn't included. This goes into great detail. Just lists everything that's to do with the suite, to do with your status, like your crown and anchor status, or even what time the shows are on, things like that. So I'd rather have too much information than too little. Although we did get one to say about the Pinnacle breakfast, but we're not Pinnacle.
No, that's a level in the Crown and Anchor Society, so the loyalty scheme.
Level, yeah.
But no, we're not quite there yet.
Unfortunately, we did have a quick check on the app. We're like, oh, is it a surprise? No, I think that's just a mistake. Yeah, lovely big room. So much storage though. I mean, this is a very short cruise, so I doubt we'll be using even a fraction of the amount of storage in this cabin.
I forgot to say about the TV now. I'm not too old to remember how to operate this. So I think you just get a few like normal channels, like news channels. I'm not sure if there are any sort of... Oh yeah, they are. There is. There is, there isn't, there is. Yeah, so I think you've got a few video on demands.
Are they included for the suite?
I don't know, I'm going to check now. Oh, it's very slow, so let's have a look. Oh, you can watch the muster drill for free. Treat yourself, guys. Don't say you don't get anything free on Royal Caribbean. I mean, one movie, but I do believe, are these free or do we have to pay? Oh no, we've got a rent for $11.99. That's so expensive.
That's expensive for a suite as well.
Yeah, usually on some suites like Norwegian Cruise Line, Princess, it's all included.
I'm sure they used to be included on Royal.
Do you know what? I'm sure there was one or two. I think they were included on Celebrity a few weeks ago on the Celebrity Millennium as well. So that's a bit cheap, Royal. Anyway, it doesn't end here. Look at this, guys. I'm going to walk towards what I like to call a temporary door.
Oh, a curtain.
Because once you open, there's another room. Oh my God, how lucky are we to get to do this? And to be fair, it was an absolute bargain. Like we mentioned, we will share the price with you later on. And it wasn't much more than a normal cabin, much less than you'd pay on a North American sailing to the Caribbean. We tend to see that the prices from Singapore and Asian ports are a lot cheaper. And we booked this last minute because Ben made a little boo-boo. We booked the wrong cruise because we've been booking so many cruises and doing so much stuff lately.
Maybe we can talk about a couple of the mistakes we've made on this long trip.
We've made quite a few mistakes. I booked the wrong cruise, basically. We're doing it next week now, after this.
But thankfully, this was a short cruise as well, so that's why it's not that expensive.
Yeah, 3 nights. So this is the bedroom, the master bedroom, the only bedroom, and it is lovely. It really is. It's a nice bedroom. It actually looks a little bit like a regular cabin. So we're very lucky to sort of have the space of about 3 cabins, which is very nice. So you've got a bed. Let's have a little try of it. Should we do the little jumpity jump? Oh, hello. Oh, that is, oh, David, that is so nice.
Now, is the bedding the same as the regular bedding, or has it had a little bit of an upgrade?
It looks okay. It feels quite nice. I've got no complaints, really, even if it is the regular bedding. I'm not a bedding snob, but you know what? I could go to sleep, guys. We got in at 2 a.m. last night from Beijing. Make sure you check out our videos on our new YouTube channel. It's called Ben and David, and it's going to be all of our non-crew stuff. You can find a link in the description section below. And at this point, we should say a big thank you to our patrons as well, who make all of this channel a possibility because they genuinely pay for our cruises, our travel, along with other money that we make on this channel. We are super, super transparent about it because we want to create honest, entertaining, funny content that saves you money and gives you a bit of a laugh in these trying times. And our patrons make that possible. In return, we give you episodes that nobody else gets to see. So exclusive episodes just for you, early access, ad-free access, and a monthly video chat where we get to talk to you, which is the most fabulous thing ever. So check that out in the description section below. It means the world to us. It really does. We have a crazy job. We absolutely love it, and you guys make it possible. Even if you can't afford it, guys, don't worry. Just watching us means the absolute world to us. We love all of you guys, so you're amazing. But yeah, a bed, it's in the little queen or king configuration. I don't know what royalty this is, but it does separate into a twin bed, so 2 separate beds if you want. I notice on one side you've got a plug, on the other you don't, so we always bring a long USB wire which we can trail under so we can both have power, which is nice. And then loads more storage. I mean, this is ridiculous. You've got 2 massive wardrobes. Weirdly doesn't have any coat hangers in it, but that's completely fine. You can steal some from the living room. But bags of storage, literally 3, 6, 9, 12 drawers, loads of plug sockets, and a little desk area, a little vanity unit, which is lovely, with a seat where you can get ready with a nice light, more plug sockets, this fabulous little box. If anybody knows what's this for, let me know in the description section below. Made in India, not for food use, for decorative purposes only.
I love a decorative box.
Me too, but I don't know what you do with it. Obviously another TV with all of the same stuff on it. Air conditioning controls for both rooms, so it's lovely and cool in here. If you want the living room a little bit nicer, it's a lovely cabin. Oh, this is nice. This is fancy. It's like marble. It's cold on one's derriere, which is very nice indeed. But yeah, you've got the weird light thing. You've got air conditioning controls in both rooms, so you can have different temperatures. And like we said, that little entranceway is separated by a curtain. So a curtain. Oh my God, I'm sounding like Moira Rose.
We've been watching far too much.
We've been watching Schitt's Creek. It is absolutely fabulous, and Catherine O'Hara, God bless her soul, is amazing. What an actress she was. She was an incredible actress, and that show is just incredible. If you haven't seen it, please do check it out. David! Now, do you want to check out this room? Because it is absolutely blooming fabulous.
Oh my gosh, what is this? This is ridiculous. And I'm not talking about the cabin. A little behind the scenes, this is where we store our luggage when we're filming the cabin tour, and we've got a crazy amount of luggage. Not gonna lie, Beijing was cold. We needed a lot of layers. Anyway, in this bathroom, as I was walking through, I thought, oh God, the cabin's big, the living room's huge. Thought that was it. I opened this bathroom door and I was like, oh my God, this bathroom is massive. It's huge. You've got 2 sinks with 2 mirrors and a nice light strip, so it's very, very bright in here. A little shaver outlet up there. Again, you've got these fancy Malin and Goetz rum bar soap. Rum bar, Ben. Rum? So
Well,
I could like...
Why have the drinks package when you can basically swallow your soap?
If I can't be bothered to go to the bar, I can suck on this later.
That's what she said.
And again, like, so many drawers. It's ridiculous. I've never known so much storage in a cabin. It's fabulous. You also have a bath, and I've just noticed that it has jets in there.
Yeah, it's a bubble variety of bath, I tell you. It looks lovely.
A bubble variety.
Yeah, bubble variety. Loads of nice conditioner, shampoo, peppermint shampoo and body wash, both in the shower and the bath, which is very nice, David.
Yeah, and talking about the shower, it's just a regular shower. It's not a rainfall shower, so maybe a little bit of a letdown. I don't really care,
I mean,
to be honest.
we don't care really, do we? Like, who would care about that?
Not really. It gets me wet. That's all I care about. So
David!
the water gets me wet.
Oh my God, shut up. You can't say that.
You can't put that in, Ben.
Yo.
The rain...
Shut up. Just don't say anything.
Whatever.
Enough said.
Okay, right, 2 more things I've got to do in here. Number 1, let's do a smell test of the products. That's actually quite nice. It's kind of pepperminty and quite baby oily. Not baby oily, but you know, like
Jesus,
sort of...
David. Okay, Diddy.
And then, okay, now let's do... Sorry, if none of Ben's jokes made it into the cut, you can understand why I'm laughing. Let's do the field test. The towels, do you know what? I'm quite surprised because I did have a feel of the towel next door and it was rough and kind of manky, but this one in this bathroom is actually quite plush. I'm pleasantly surprised with the towels in here, so yeah, very lovely indeed.
Right, let's go check out the last part of the cabin, David.
Okay.
What is this? It's humongous! My gosh, what a big balcony! Gorgeous views of Southeast Asia, Singapore as we sail off. Beautiful chairs, so we've got 2 lovely lounging chairs, which is nice. And then we've got, I mean, it's ridiculous, 3 different balconies. Now, I think only 2 open, so 1 in the living room and 1 in the bedroom. Oh no, that doesn't open! Oh, that's weird. So yeah, only 1 door opens, which to be fair is fine because you don't want to let the heat in. So the middle door's the only one that opens. We've got a nice table and chairs as well, which is lovely. Now outside of the window, we saw another bit of the balcony and we were like, is that ours or is it somebody else's? Because we could see it through the living room window with 2 long chairs and it took us about 15 minutes to figure out how to open it, didn't it, David?
Okay, yes it did.
It did, so should we walk through there and have a look? Yeah, we thought it was a bit creepy that we could see into somebody else's balcony, but yes, alas. Sliding door to balcony part 2, and this is wonderful, look at this. So not only do we have 2 full sun lounges and our perfect private deck, we have this awesome off the side, almost cantilevered off the side of the ship, so we can see all of the side, all of the cabins. I can see the bridge, the lifeboats, all of the sea from the front and the side. So this is really lovely. I am fully impressed with this cabin. I really do have to say it's a beautiful cabin. It's an owner's suite. We haven't stayed in one before. We can't believe that we're staying in one and that they've let us in here. But yeah, this is fabulous. What a cabin. It's beautiful. Or should I say suite? It's not a cabin.
That's our cabin. Let's go back to the episode.
David, we literally just ate 5 minutes ago.
I saw the banana and instantly I just started eating. I was like, oh, I'll just have a snack while I'm waiting for you.
Well, whilst on a cruise.
Whilst on a cruise, get into cruise mode. I'm not gonna lie, my clothes are getting tight. Not okay, our cases aren't the only thing that are getting bigger on this trip. Anyway, back to the episode. Ooh, some fancy transition here. Ooh, ooh. Welcome back to the future. Well, let's see how all the other cruise lines rank against the suite experience here on Royal Caribbean.
Generally speaking, suites give you way more square footage, plush beds, premium coffee machines, massive closets, and big upgraded bathrooms with, hello, actual bathtubs, my favourite. Let's break down this suite life. Let's start with Princess Cruises. They keep their tier system pretty straightforward. At the entry level, you have mini suites, but honestly they don't give you much apart from a little bit extra room. But if you want a proper bump up, look at the Reserve Collection mini suites. You get extra space, the incredibly comfortable Princess luxury bed, and exclusive access to the Reserve Collection restaurant. For a true high-end suite experience, you'll want their larger suites, like the Grand, Sky, and Vista suites. And a pro tip from us, the absolute biggest and best suites can be found on their brand new ships, the Sun Princess and the Star Princess. Over on Norwegian Cruise Line, it's a tale of 2 suites. First, you've got the non-Haven suites, like their club balcony suites and some family suites. These are basically larger cabins and that's about it, but you don't get access to those VIP Haven areas. And then there's actually the Haven. This is Norwegian's famous ship within a ship enclave. You've got a massive variety of cabins here, from penthouses all the way up to huge multi-bedroom villas, duplexes, and premier owner suites. If you want a private courtyard, a private pool area, and a dedicated restaurant, the Haven is where you want to be. And next up, the cruise line we're currently on, Royal Caribbean. Now they divide their Royal Suite class into 3 very distinct tiers. At the bottom is the C class, where you'll just find standard junior suites that just give you a little bit more room, a bigger bathroom, but not much else. Then you'll step up to the Sky class, the type of suite we're in, but it unlocks full access to the suite lounge and sun decks. Sky class also includes smaller loft suites and grand suites. Then finally you have the Star class. Now this is where things get crazy. These cabins are huge. We're talking massive Star loft suites and the mind-blowing ultimate family suite. Now MSC Cruises has some standard suite cabins scattered around the ship that don't really come with many benefits. But their MSC Yacht Club is where the real magic happens. And the coolest part about the Yacht Club, they offer Yacht Club interior cabins. Yes, cabins with no windows. Now this is fantastic because it offers a budget-friendly way to experience the top-tier luxury on board. Because whether you're in a windowless interior or a massive royal suite with a private hot tub on the balcony, all cabins get the exact same Yacht Club benefits. Finally, Celebrity Cruises. Their all-inclusive VIP suite experience is called The Retreat. Accommodations range from entry-level sky suites all the way up to massive multi-room villas, penthouses, and the jaw-dropping iconic suites. The bigger the suite, obviously the bigger the price tag. This goes for all cruise lines, but here's a great insider secret. Well, look at the Aqua Sky Suites. Now these combine the Retreat's suite access with Aqua Class benefits as well. This means along with all of the Retreat lounge access you get in dining, you also get complimentary access to the thermal spa, fitness classes, and the ability to eat at the exclusive Healthy Eating Restaurant Blue.
Yeah, so it's been 2 days since we've been in our cabins. We've had 2 nights out of the 3 we've spent here, and I have to say it has been incredibly comfortable. Having all of this extra space truly has been wonderful. It's a special treat, it really is. When we came into our cabin just now, we've been given a few things. So we've been given some luggage tags. Because we're staying in a suite, we get special suite tags, which basically means that our luggage will be taken off first and be in the easiest place in the terminal to pick it up, so we get priority there. We've got some benefits as well, like a breakfast in Coastal Kitchen, and if we want to be escorted off, we can be escorted off as well. If we go to a certain place and time, we'll be given priority to get off. Plus, one thing that we really haven't talked about this episode are some of the little extra charges, especially the daily gratuities, because it's often a little bit more expensive when you're staying in a suite. Normal gratuities on Royal Caribbean are around $18.50 per day in dollars. In a suite, it's $21. On some cruise lines, it's like $25, $26. If you've got a long cruise that lasts 10 days, you can be looking at $500. They also put in an extra envelope to give more if you want to. Personally, I don't know how I feel about this. I think it is a bit cheeky because the tips already are quite expensive, and some countries like ours and some countries in this region aren't very used to giving tips, so it's something that's a little bit more recognized in North America. So let me know what you think about that as well. So I have no problem with people giving extra, but when the tips are already quite expensive, I think it's a little bit cheeky. So you've seen the Coastal Kitchen restaurant, but let's go take a look at the other suite private area on board. Let's go take a look at the suite lounge. So our cabin's on deck 12 and the suite lounge is also on deck 12. We're going to talk about the different suite areas and all of the different cruise ships in a little while, but this one is a little bit broken up. It's not really a ship within a ship. It's kind of bits all over the place. But let's head back.
And even though we're on deck 12, the same deck as the lounge, it's still a little bit of a walk, so bring snacks and God help you if you forget anything. Imagine having the forward-facing cabin and having to go all the way to the other end of the ship. Whew. You get your steps in anywhere.
Here we are, David, the very end of the ship.
The very front or the back of the ship.
The back?
The very back of the... Oh, no, it says red.
Oh.
No access. Who have I annoyed? Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Through the frosted glass. Oh, gosh. Or not through the frosted
slow.
glass. There you go. Yeah, so we've came to the concierge lounge, and this is a lovely space. It's got some fantastic sea views, but it's just for those in suites. Now, during the day, it's a pretty quiet area. You do have the concierge desk, which is somebody a little bit like guest services, where they can help you out with booking things or settling your bill and basically stuff that guest services do. So they have a little snack station where it has breakfast bites during the morning, and then on an evening, they have the cocktail hour where they have waiters coming around giving out drinks, and it has some little bites there as well. It's kind of similar to the Crown Lounge if you're a part of the Crown and Anchor Society. In here, they also have a coffee machine which is available all day.
Yeah, so the cocktail hour is 5 to 7. Now, what's very strange, it doesn't have a bar in here like the Oasis class ships, because on the Oasis class ships, you can kind of get drinks with your meals and things included because it's in the same region, but on here you don't, which is a little bit different, but it is a nice lounge, and I do really appreciate those sea views, especially being at the very back of the ship, which is really nice. So So it does have some lovely views in here, but it is on the smaller side, I would say, compared to some of the other lounges. And there is obviously a coffee machine there and a tea making machine, but there's no other drinks on celebrity cruises. You walk in there and you've got snacks at all times during the day, and you've got a big selection of sodas and different drinks, different cans of soda and drinks. So it feels a little bit less than that. It doesn't feel quite as good as some of the other cruise lines, but it's a nice little area to come and escape, and especially sit at the back of the ship. So before we head off, let's take a look at how the other suite areas on other cruise lines compare.
Let's start with Princess Cruises. If you want a true sprawling VIP area, you absolutely have to look at their newest ships, the Sun Princess and the brand new Star Princess. These feature an absolutely fantastic outdoor suite-only sanctuary. We're talking private pool, hot tubs, and plush lounging space, plus an exclusive outdoor grill and bar. It's easily one of the best setups we've seen at sea. They also have a massive duplex lounge and a private restaurant. However, on the older ships, you are really just booking for that larger cabin, as the suite experience usually just means a separate reserved section of the main dining room and a small windowless suite lounge with no outdoor space. Next is Norwegian Cruise Line and their famous Haven. On most of their fleet, the Haven is a true ship within a ship concept, tucked away at the top of the vessel and completely separated from the rest of the ship, with its own restaurant, lounge, concierge desk, and a gorgeous courtyard with a pool, hot tubs, and sunbathing decks. It's incredibly well done. Just keep in mind though, some of their smaller and older ships don't have a haven section at all, meaning you're only getting a dedicated restaurant for breakfast rather than a full VIP experience. Now for Royal Caribbean. Historically, their suite area has been a little bit inconsistent, but they have completely changed their game with the massive new Icon class ships. Icon of the Seas, Star of the Seas, and the brand new Legend of the Seas. These megaships finally feature a proper suite neighbourhood, complete with a massive lounge, the coastal kitchen restaurant, and a huge private sun deck featuring another place to eat, a pool, and hot tubs. If you look at some of their older Oasis and Quantum class ships, you still get coastal kitchen and a lounge, but the dedicated outdoor spaces are a little bit lacking. Often it's just a small deck with some lounges and maybe a bar. Over on MSC Cruises, they offer the MSC Yacht Club, and honestly, it's phenomenal. This, like the Norwegian Haven, is a very strict ship within a ship concept, with keycard access only, and it's completely separated from the rest of the ship. Inside, you have a private restaurant, a concierge desk, and a stunning, spacious observation lounge with sweeping views right at the front of the ship. But the outdoor space is where it really shines. You get a massive private pool deck with hot tubs, plenty of sunbeds, and a fantastic outdoor grill that serves up a small buffet, snacks, and excellent made-to-order food all day. Finally, Celebrity Cruises offers the retreat. You get access to the exclusive Luminaire restaurant, a beautiful retreat lounge, and on most of their newer and revitalized ships, a stunning retreat sun deck. These outdoor spaces are exceptionally lovely. They feature plush seating, a private pool, outdoor hot tubs, plus a bar and grill, serving up some snacks. It genuinely feels like a private luxury resort at sea.
And whilst we're talking about other cruise lines, let's take a look at what's included with a suite with all of the different cruise lines.
So let's kick things off with Princess Cruises. If you book a standard mini suite, you're mostly just getting the bigger room, as we said. For the full suites, not only do you get priority embarkation, complimentary laundry, and a free minibar setup, but you also get their Princess Premier package automatically included. This basically means you receive an unlimited premium drinks package, multi-device high-speed Wi-Fi, prepaid gratuities, some specialty dining, and some other perks. Over on Norwegian Cruise Line, booking the Haven comes with some serious VIP treatment. First of all, you'll get a dedicated 24-hour butler and suite concierge to handle every need you have. You also get an upgraded room service menu, complimentary in-suite movies, priority reservations for all of the restaurants and entertainment, the ability to have specialty dining delivered right to your suite by your butler. Next up, Royal Caribbean, which breaks its perks down into 3 tiers like we said. C-Class gets you priority boarding, upgraded bathroom amenities, an in-room espresso machine, and access to the Coastal Kitchen restaurant for dinner depending on availability. Next up is Sky Class. You get everything from C Class, plus full access to the suite lounges and sun decks, priority disembarkation, a streaming Wi-Fi package, and reserved VIP seating in the entertainment venues. But the ultimate flex is Star Class. You get all of the previous perks, plus the deluxe beverage package, complimentary gratuities, and your very own Royal Genie. Your Genie is a personal VIP concierge who will magically reserve the best seats at any show, arrange private dining in your suite, and basically make sure you don't lift a single finger. MSC Cruises includes some phenomenal value in their yacht club, along with a 24-hour butler, a dedicated concierge, and access to all of the private suite-only venues. The yacht club is an all-inclusive experience. Your cruise fare automatically includes the premium extra drink package, which works everywhere on the ship, an unlimited Wi-Fi package, and much more. Finally, Celebrity Cruises packs a ton of value into the retreat. When you book a retreat suite, it's a fully premium experience. You are assigned a butler and a dedicated retreat concierge, plus they throw in the premium beverage package, a streaming Wi-Fi package, a complimentary minibar setup, an upgraded room service menu, reserved theatre seating, and a complimentary laundry service.
So we're just back in from dinner in Coastal Kitchen, and honestly, if I see any more bread, I'm going to turn into a bread roll, because the bread basket just got bigger and bigger. It was even bigger tonight than it was at lunchtime today, and we did eat most of it, we do have to admit. But it was a really good dinner. For me, I had the French onion soup, and so did Ben, and it was very good. Boiling hot, super cheesy, a classic French onion soup. Very sweet, this one, which was very lovely. And then I had the salmon, which was great. It came boiling hot again, which is what I absolutely love.
And then I had the gnocchi, which was very delicious, very hot, and beautifully delicious, guys.
And also the desserts were very good as well. So a great solid meal overall. But how does it compare to other cruise line sweet products? Let's talk about it.
So, the food. Is the food actually better, or is it just the same food served on fancier plates? Well, again, let's start with Princess Cruises. Depending on what ship you're on, this one can actually be a bit of a disappointment. For the most part, suite guests are eating from the exact same daily changing menu as the rest of the ship's main dining rooms. You do get a dedicated section in the main dining room, and they usually throw in one exclusive suite-only dish per day. But honestly, as a premium paying suite passenger, we really want to see a little bit more exclusivity. Now, on their new ships, the Sun Princess and the Star Princess, you actually get your own restaurant called the Signature Restaurant, which is private but still basically features the same menu as the regular dining rooms, but with those few extra dishes. Over on Norwegian Cruise Line, the Haven features its own gorgeous private restaurant. The quality of food in here is absolutely outstanding and easily rivals specialty dining, but there is a pretty big drawback. The menu essentially stays the exact same every single day. The food is incredible, but if you are on a 7 or 10 night voyage, eating in there for breakfast, lunch and dinner is going to get very boring very quickly. Next is Royal Caribbean. Now, on the ship that we're on, it features Coastal Kitchen. Most of the newer ships feature this, and it's a lovely venue as you've seen. But in our experience, we think that this is one of the weaker offerings on this list when it comes to actual food. It's good, but it often only feels marginally better than the main dining rooms. You do, however, get access to the suite lounges, which serve up some great light snacks and hors d'oeuvres throughout the day. Now, if you want to see suite dining done incredibly well, look at MSC Cruises, because the MSC Yacht Club has a dedicated panoramic restaurant where the menu changes daily, and the food is just fantastic. It's a massive, noticeable upgrade from the standard dining rooms, but they don't just stop at the sit-down restaurant. Up on the private Yacht Club sun deck, you have a brilliant outdoor grill offering some lovely foods, and on most of the ships a mini buffet, plus they serve a beautifully traditional afternoon tea in the private lounge. It really is a fantastic culinary experience. Finally, we have Celebrity Cruises. Their suite-only restaurant is called Luminaire, and it is simply phenomenal. It features a highly elevated menu that changes every single day. The ingredients are premium, the presentation is beautiful, and the quality is easily as good as the extra fee specialty restaurants, if not better. In our opinion, it's probably the best, most consistent suite dining experience we have ever had at sea. So, if having a truly exclusive, high-end dining experience is the main reason you're looking to upgrade, you definitely want to keep these differences in mind before booking.
So after dinner, we went to see the show. So first of all, we went to see Spectra's Cabaret. That's in 270 at the very back of the ship. Now, this show is still impressive. I know it's about 10 years old because it started off with the cruise. And I remember seeing it and being wowed the first time. And even today, it's still great. The projections at the back and those screens are just fantastic. It's a really solid show. The dancers were great. I absolutely loved it. I think it's a fantastic show. Really good. So if it is on your cruise, I do recommend going to see it. Do make a reservation. And if you don't have a reservation, they do offer a standby line. Now, we didn't have a reservation, so we did have to join the standby line.
And even though we were in a suite, a quite expensive suite, guys, well, it usually is a lot more expensive, we'll let you know, we couldn't get any reservations, so we had no priority for that. And we did try as soon as we got on, but we had a little bit of a later boarding time, so we missed out. And there was no reserve seating for the suite that we're in anywhere on this ship for any of the theatres. For that, you have to book a star class cabin, which are the super high-end, very, very expensive cabins. So that is a bit disappointing. And whilst we're talking about that, let's talk about what we really thought about Royal Caribbean and all of the other cruise lines and what we actually think is best.
So, after looking at all of the rooms, tasting the food, lounging by the private pools, and tallying up all of the perks, who actually does it best? Let's start at the bottom. For us, Royal Caribbean sits near the bottom of the pack, unless you're shelling out massive amounts of money for the top tier star class, where you get that Royal Genie and more. The Sea and Sky classes are just far too expensive that they don't include things like the premium drinks package. And the food at the Coastal Kitchen is just fine and nice, but the overall VIP experience on most of their ships does not justify the massive price tag. We also have to put older Princess Cruises ships down here too. Aside from their gorgeous new Sun and Star Princess, booking a suite on the rest of the Princess fleet really just means you're paying for a larger cabin, not a true all-inclusive luxury experience. Norwegian is right in the middle, then taking our second solid place is MSC Cruises with the MSC Yacht Club. This is where you get the absolute best bang for your buck. The ship within a ship concept is executed flawlessly across almost their entire fleet. It's consistent, it feels luxurious, and it's absolutely worth the upgrade. But for us, our number one spot for the best suite experience at sea has to go to Celebrity Cruises and The Retreat. They simply include the most, and the quality of the product is completely unmatched. From the incredible daily changing menus at Luminaire, the premium drinks package and Wi-Fi, Celebrity makes you feel like a true VIP from the second you step on board. And if you really want to have your mind blown, do this experience on their brand new Edge class ships because it's the best. The gorgeous design, the sprawling outdoor sun decks, and the sheer attention to detail on those specific ships are simply a level above everyone else in the industry right now. It's the ultimate luxury cruise experience on a big ship. Now, there's plenty of other cruise lines that have suites, Holland America, Disney, and many more, but we're just sticking to the main cruise lines for now.
Yeah, so there we have it. After Spectra's Cabaret, there was another show in the theatre, and it was called Live, Love, Legs. I think that's right. Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. So it's an original production show, not a Broadway show. And I actually might think that it's my favourite out of all of the original shows we've seen across any ship. It was just so high voltage. It was buzzing, it was bright, it was colourful. It was a little bit sexy, guys, if I say. I'm not sure if it's the best for kids. It was kind of like a Victoria's Secret show, but it was fabulous. Now, the dancers were incredible. It was just so high energy, and there was a full live orchestra. I think it was like a 9-piece orchestra, so the sound was incredible. And the singers, there was 6 of them, were completely outstanding. It was just fabulous, and what an awesome way to end our cruise. The entertainment on Royal Caribbean very rarely disappoints, let me tell you. Anyway, if you're wondering how much we paid for this cruise, well, combined for both me and David, so this is the complete price, was $660 per night. Now that is a bargain, because suites normally cost around $1,000 per night, and that's for a very small suite. We're in the owner suite here on Ovation of the Seas. Out of the Caribbean or North America, I am telling you, this would cost, I reckon, at least 4 times that price. So we got to experience this on an Asian cruise for a fraction of the price. And whilst it might not have been perfect, as you have heard, and we don't think Royal Caribbean is the best suite product, for that sort of price, it definitely still is worth it, and we would recommend it, because this is a crazy cool suite. It really is, and for $660, is a steal in my opinion. Now, the cheaper cabins, the balconies, are a lot cheaper. You can do it for about $200 per night, so it is a bargain cruise to come on, and it's a great place to cruise. It really is. We just want to thank you so much for watching our episode. It really does mean the world to us. Hit that subscribe button and the like button, because we've got some amazing content coming up from all around the world. And if you want to watch a similar video, go back and check out our second ever video on Ovation of the Seas and see how cringeworthy we both were on the voiceover. So check it out now. It's just on the screen right now. So that's it till next time. Happy cruising!